Good evening. Welcome to the YouTube channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score, where we talk about stimulus check updates, keeping you informed of, what's going on with your next stimulus check and stimulus packages, updates too, also as well, stimulus check updates and all things credit. So if you haven't already, definitely subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button also as well. Today, I have a special treat for all of you. We're going to be talking about essential workers hazard pay and who is considered an essential worker that will be eligible for this hazard pay. So make sure that you watch this video all the way through till the end of the video, because I have some very important information for you and the bonus too at the end of the video. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. So let's get started. So basically, a lot has been going on, right? Right now, the Senate is on recess, but that doesn't mean they're literally on vacation, all right? What they normally do is when they're on recess, they go back to their communities inside of their states, and they visit with their constituents and their voters too, also as well. Gather up a lot of information. Hopefully, they'll gather up a lot of information about people needing more stimulus checks too, also as well, in the second stimulus package. And hopefully they say something about essential workers too, also as well, because the media has not really talked at all about essential workers pertaining to Congress speaking about essential workers. I mean, a lot of them have been talking about unemployment, those senators that were for and are against unemployment, economists too, from the White House and etc. So I did come across this one article that kind of, clarifies a lot of things about essential workers too, also as well. It's coming from Forbes, and it talks about 7 facts on essential workers hazard pay. And it talks about how the House had passed the HEROES Act, $200 billion in hazard pay funding for essential workers. And so basically this $200 billion in funding for hazard pay for essential workers, it is part of a $3 trillion stimulus relief package that the House had passed on May 15th called the HEROES Act. And so the article addresses this question: is the hazard pay dead on arrival in the Senate? The reason why I believe they raised this question in the article is because Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell has been noted to say to the media that the HEROES Act is dead on arrival in the Senate. But as far as hazard pay is concerned, it is not dead on arrival because they have not mentioned hazard pay at all. So we can't really count that out. Actually, Senator Mitch McConnell, who is the majority leader in the Senate, he told Fox News that I think there's a high likelihood that we will do another bill talking about another stimulus package too, also as well. So how much would hazard pay how much would essential workers receive for hazard pay, you might ask? Essential workers, they would get either $10,000 or $5,000 according to the HEROES Act. And this money would be paid retroactively from January 27, 2020. So if you work from January 27, 2020, then you would be paid starting from then a rate of $13 an hour extra as a bonus. And it would cap at either $10,000 or a $5,000 limit, or until 60 days after the pandemic ends, and whichever come first. Now, what are the income requirements? Basically, people who earn less than $200,000 a year are eligible for the $10,000 bonus. Essential workers whose basic pay is more than $200,000 a year, will receive a maximum of $5,000 in hazard pay bonus to also. And employers will be allowed to deduct payroll taxes from the hazard pay bonus also as well, that it transfers over to the employees. Right now, how would essential workers sign up for the hazard pay? Well, actually, this is the downside, the part that I don't like about the hazard pay that's mentioned in the HEROES Act. The employer would have to sign up for it, right? And basically, I believe that many employers will not do that. The reason why I believe they won't do that is because the government, although they give the money for the hazard pay to be paid out to the employees, the government does not pay the employer for working, these extra hours doing bookkeeping to deduct payroll taxes and et cetera, and include that in the employee's paycheck. So a lot of employers will see that as a loss to the company and will not sign up for the hazard pay for their essential workers. So sorry to say that's a bad thing. But now the Patriot Act that was introduced into the Senate by Senator Mitt Romney, that one, however, it is more mandatory for the employers to give out the hazard pay to the essential workers, because that bill, the Patriot Act, it makes it mandatory. So that's the difference between the Patriot Act and the HEROES Act. And that's the reason why I kind of like the Patriot Act better than the HEROES Act's plan. Okay. So who are eligible? Who are essential workers according to the HEROES Act? Okay. So this article kind of breaks down who it is. Now I'm going to go through the list really quickly. Doctors, nurses, frontline medical personnel, nurses' aides, assistants, infection control, laboratory personnel, direct care and home care workers, those who work in nursing homes with elderly or disabled, including home health providers, biomedical workers, infectious disease researchers, scientists, maintenance workers, janitors, housekeepers, sanitarians, sanitation, pest control workers who support food manufacturing processes, mortuary professionals, those who handle, recover, or otherwise deal with the dead, funeral, cremation, burial, cemetery workers, etc., police officers, firefighters, emergency medical services, EMS, security and safety personnel with higher levels of public interaction, social workers, others who must be on the front lines to work with abused and neglected individuals, teachers who interact with students, grocery clerks, retail workers, beverage and other critical products to humans and animals, restaurant workers, food manufacturers, suppliers, agriculture, seafood, meat harvesters, producers, farmers, and other corresponding roles such as rancher, postal workers, other transportation, delivery workers who support agriculture or deliver essential goods and products, childcare workers, cafeteria workers, and others who must necessarily support the ability of other essential workers to be able to work. So you can view the bill. There's a link inside the article to view the bill. Actually, you could just Google the HEROES Act hazard pay, and you can see a comprehensive list of all the people who would be eligible for the hazard pay and who would be considered essential workers too also as well. So basically, that's what I got for all of you today. I hope you had a very happy and productive and prosperous 4th of July weekend too also as well. And thank you so much for watching the video, and stay tuned to this channel because I will be making stimulus check updates every single day, keeping you aware of what's going on with the next stimulus package and our next second stimulus check too also as well. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. And from all of us here at the How to Get It 800 Credit Score LLC family, stay safe, be blessed, and we'll see you guys in the next video. And bye for now.